Hi, I'm John from Chelmsford Physio, and I thought I'd talk to you today about frozen shoulder or adhesive capsulitis. So frozen shoulder is basically a condition that affects people between the ages roughly of 40 and 60, where the shoulder stiffens, becomes restricted with movement, and quite painful and disabling with that. So what happens? So basically, over the period of maybe about 3 months, the shoulder goes through the stage we describe as the painful stage or the freezing stage. With that, you get a restriction in the movement and you get associated with pain. So this can be the kind of worst stage for people. It's often a stage where physiotherapy doesn't help or even can be unhelpful. So if you do have a shoulder issue that's not responding or getting worse with treatment or exercises, it might be worth kind of reviewing your best treatment options. So in that first 3 months, if pain is primarily the problem, other treatment options can be better. So things to consider might be an ultrasound guided injection, which we can help with here at Chelmsford Physio, and that can be really helpful at improving pain, inflammation, and getting you through that worst stage of a frozen shoulder. So like I said, frozen shoulder can be often misdiagnosed. It relates to kind of stiffness and restriction of movement. So if you've got full range of movement in your shoulder and pain, it's unlikely to be a frozen shoulder, maybe more related to your rotator cuff or something else. If you've got a real blocked sort of stiff shoulder that doesn't move, particularly the movement we look at is external rotation, that's moving the hand outside the body. If that doesn't move or is really restricted and you fit with those features we've discussed, it's quite likely a frozen shoulder may be your diagnosis. So I suppose a correct or an accurate diagnosis is really important in the early stages to improve the outcome and improve your best options through the through the phases. So moving on to the second phase of a frozen shoulder, that's the sort of frozen stage, or the kind of where it plateaus and the pain has subsided a little perhaps, and it's more stiffness. And again, that can have a big impact on your sort of quality of life. It's through this phase that physiotherapy can be quite helpful at improving the movement with some hands-on treatment, which can improve the muscles and the pain and restore that range of movement again. You can also start to rebuild some of the strength in the muscles around the shoulder and return you to full function. So that second phase can last from the 3-month mark up until maybe the 6 or 9 month mark. By then, you're moving into the thawing out stage, which is the third phase classically recognized within a frozen shoulder. And through that stage, the shoulder normalizes back to sort of full movement, full strength, and hopefully full function. And I suppose getting to that sort of full natural healing time can take anything between 12 and 18 months. So I suppose what's key to getting the best outcome out of your shoulder is a proper diagnosis from the start, understanding what's going on, the informed decision making, so make you aware of all of your decisions in terms of treatment options at each stage of the recovery process. And these things kind of improve the process and ultimately help with the longer term outcomes. So if you want to ask any questions or get in touch about any queries around frozen shoulder or how we can help, by all means, pop us an email or give us a call, and happy to help. Thanks very much.